At last, I've had a major scientific breakthrough. Wait a minute. Something's wrong here. Welcome back, friends. My name is C, and I do believe that I've cracked the code on this edible slime business. After some careful calculations and several failed attempts, I think I've got a formula that will work every single time. Before we begin, I wanted to ask all of you, would you prefer to have a slime kit for this particular recipe, just the recipe itself, or both? Leave your answer in the comments below. The first thing I'm doing here is mixing together all of my dry ingredients so that there's no lumps. Then I'm just going to add my water and mix everything together well until it's a paste. This step is very important as it ensures that we're going to have a smooth slime later. I was going to postpone this slime tutorial until next month and do an Unis Honest cake tutorial instead, but things didn't necessarily go according to plan.
Fuck it. Thanks for farting on it, too.
Enhance the flavor.
Piece of shit.
That, dear viewers, is what happens when you try to rush a mousse cake. Anyway, the next step is to take your mixture, cover it with plastic wrap, and microwave it for about 1 minute. Then you're going to take it out and stir it very carefully as it will be very hot. If you're under the age of 18, I definitely recommend having a parent or guardian help you with this step. And if you're under the age of 13, what are you doing here? This is not the video for you. I've already said the F word like twice. Next, you're going to recover your mixture and microwave for another minute. As the mixture finishes cooking, you can prepare your surface with a dusting of cornstarch. And again, I cannot stress this enough. This mixture will be scaldingly hot, so please do not touch it until it cools. I made the mistake of burning myself so that you don't have to. Once the mixture has cooled completely, you're going to dust the top of it with a bit more cornstarch and then flatten it out. Once your mixture is coated, you're going to move it off of your work surface and clean up your cornstarch to prepare for the next step. Now for the hard part. You're going to need an entire can of spray oil and about 10 minutes of your time. And no, I'm not exaggerating. I needed this mixture with oil for 10 minutes. I know how absolutely crazy that sounds, but trust me, it works. The longer you need it and the more oil you work into the mixture, the better it stretches. The first time I tested this recipe that I formulated, I almost gave up. But I'm certainly glad that I didn't, because otherwise I wouldn't have a functioning edible slime recipe. Granted, it's not completely perfect, but it's about as close as I could get. I was able to get a good stretch and a good flavor, but for some reason it doesn't make the same noises that actual slime does. So to give this slime back its ASMR quality, I decided that adding Rice Krispie treats to the mixture would be best. You can also add a multitude of other edible ingredients, such as other kinds of cereals, sprinkles, flavoring, food dye, spices. I even made an edible slime mixture that tastes and smells just like a snickerdoodle. I will warn you though, the texture of the cereal makes the slime just a little bit more rippy. This slime, unlike most if not all other edible slimes, will continue being slime regardless of what temperature it is. Though I definitely wouldn't keep it for more than 3 days. After all, it's an edible product, even if it is candy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye!